Hey y'all, can you hear me? Hey IG, hey YouTube. Well, you guys are YouTube, you're IG. What's poppin'? Happy Monday. If you guys are just tuning in, today we're going to talk about investing in yourself, and I want to know how you guys are investing in yourself in this season. Hey girl, Francesca. And Gabrielle says, yes, we can hear you. Thank you, Gabby, over on YouTube. Can you guys drop where you guys are at right now in the world? Let me know where you at. I'm in South Florida. Where you at? Hey, Ren. What you need ideas for? All right. So, real quick, I'm going to get into basically what I'm going to be talking about. But, okay, you guys are starting to put some comments in the chat. So, we got Houston in the house, Atlanta in the house, A-Town, South Florida too, Baltimore, or as they say, Baltimore, Savannah, Georgia, over here on Instagram. That's what's up. That's what's hot. I missed Atlanta. I don't know if I told y'all, but before I moved to Florida, it was Atlanta, Midtown Atlanta. Brooklyn in the house. I love you too, boo. All right, all right. She said, come back. And listen, every time I look at these home prices, I definitely want to come back. For real, for real. Cheryl says, hey, would like to know how to invest in myself from Michigan. What's up? Okay, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. So now that I know where you guys are tuning in from, I want you guys to tell me something that you are in the process of working on, because I feel like life is just a work in progress, right? As soon as you fix something or get comfortable with something, now you got a new project. And those areas could be anything. It could be family, love, finances, fashion, learning technology. Because right now, the technology, I mean, look at this. I got a whole 3-point setup and I'm talking to multiple people all around the world. So it's like, we got to, as millennials, we got to kind of learn this stuff too, or the kids are going to be just leaving us in the dust. So we got to invest in that area, beauty, hair, spirituality, the list goes on. So let me know what you guys are investing in. Coaching, finances, I like that. DMV in the house. Let's see. Somebody said my hair. Oh, this is a wig that needs to go in the garbage. I'm so busy. Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother story. You guys know I have the membership launching on Thursday. So I am in the process of making forms and filming like tons of videos, and I'm sending out emails. If you guys jumped on the mailing list or the waiting list for the membership, you probably started getting some of my emails. So I got just a lot of stuff going on, which I'm so grateful for. But getting into the meat of what I am trying to discuss with you guys is basically when you are investing in yourself, and I call it the glow up process, you literally have to become addicted to investing in yourself. And for me, that happened honestly when I decided to invest in where I live. When I decided to invest in my living space and make that beautiful, everything else kind of tied in. Um, and that's from the aesthetics portion, the things you can see with your eyes. But like somebody mentioned, I too was like, okay, I need to get my finances together. Like, there's a whole video coming that I did this weekend. I'm super embarrassed about it. I can't even look up what I'm talking. I'm super embarrassed about it. So when you see this video, like, just know it took everything in me not to just delete the video and not put it out. But I said I'm gonna put it out because it's real, it's honest, and you know, it's my story. So finances is definitely something that I definitely encourage anybody that's watching from anywhere to make sure that you invest in yourself, meaning pay yourself first, make investments for your future self, because what you do today is going to impact your tomorrow. You know, what you put on a credit today, or I was going to say layaway, but I don't even think they do that, especially since the pandemic is upon us. But what you invest your money in today or what you spend your money on today impacts your tomorrow. So make sure that when you guys are spending your money, make sure that that money is going out and it's going to bring you back $10, right? And there's a lot of ways to do that, which is a whole nother video. But finances is very, very important. And your living space, for me, my living space was very important. I don't know if you guys get a chance to like look at any of the older videos that any of the creators have made, not just me, anybody. There's a pattern that you see. And I saw this before, you know, my channel kind of took off, and I was studying all the channels and just admiring all these different creators who's out there, you know, just putting themselves out there week after week, day after day. And I would go back and look at their day one pictures or their day one videos. And I'm not gonna say they look different, but the glow up wasn't there. Like the lights, the just even the way that they kind of carried themselves, it wasn't there, you know? And that's something that we don't realize, but it happens over a process. And I think that in order to make it happen strategically and to make it happen uh, intentionally, you have to pay attention to yourself, right? And that means paying attention to how you feel about things. How do I feel about where I live? You know, when I walk in, am I immediately ready to leave? You know, do I feel excited to be here? I have a funny story. Every time I take my dog for a ride, as soon as we come home, he's like whining. He does not want to come back in the house. And now I'm like, listen, buddy, I can't help you because I like the house. But before I ended up decorating and all of that stuff, I felt just like him. Like I felt like my dog. I did not want to come back into the house. And just something as simple as taking the authority over my life to say, this is not the way I want to live. I want to be organized. I want to have beautiful things. I want to have a wardrobe that's not just a bunch of clothes. I want to actually have a wardrobe that I like, that is capsule like, you know, so I can put outfits together very quickly. I want to find my style, right? And like I said, those things have to be cultivated, basically. I mean, I would be lying if I would sit here and say that I didn't study fashion or I didn't study skincare or I didn't study all of these things. And just to show you guys that I'm like serious, I'm going to show you some of my books. I'm going to show you some of my books. Hold on. Here's one right here. Actually, two. This one is called The Look. This is the look about how to style yourself. This one is Girl Mogul. Like, dream it, do it, change the world. The things that you put in your mind, like the things that you tell yourself, the things that you read, the things that you look up, is ultimately what you're going to be great at, right? So I remember when I was younger, I used to love me some media takeout. I can't even lie. Give me a thumbs up if you was ever on media takeout. You ain't gotta say if you was addicted or if you loved it or not, but just if y'all remember media takeout, give me a thumbs up. So at that time, that was pretty much, I would go to work and then I may watch some YouTube, may get on some media takeout, but I was not investing my time into anything that was going to make me look better, feel better, or know more. And that was a problem. Okay? That was a major problem. So nobody else was okay, I was going to say so nobody else knew about media takeout. Now I see the thumbs up. Okay. That makes me feel better, okay? Because at first I was like, dang, I'm the only one that like gossip. I know that ain't true because Shade Room is then took off. But even the Shade Room is a good example, right? If you're gonna do something, invest in something, it should give you a return on your investment. Here's someone, a young lady who took gossip and made a fortune off of it. That to me makes sense if you're gonna spend your time there. But for me, in my regular life, I was spending my time on that website and it was not giving me anything back. I was just watching all of these celebrities who drove cars that was nice, who lived in nice places, who, wore nice clothes, was always polished, and none of that poured back into me, right, as the individual. So I say all of that to say that you have to be strategic in what you are giving your time and your energy to, no matter what it is that you desire to do, whether it's, education, entrepreneurship, uh, faith-based, cultivating better family relationships, whatever it is, you have to be willing to read about it, to listen to other people about it. Um, Even like I say, even with decorating, when I spent all my time into decor and soaking up everything, not just from books, from real life to books to podcasts to YouTube videos to anything that I can see, going to the actual stores, talking to people, like just putting myself in that environment, I got better at that. And same thing with YouTube. Anything that I wanted to know, I spent my time there every day. And I still do. Spend my time there every freaking day because that's the area I wanted to be great at. And it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. But if you continuously put yourself in that position to always focus on what your goal is, right? Say, okay, I want to be, we'll just say for the purposes of you guys, I want to have a nicer place. Well, that starts with assessments. And I always take it back to nursing because you guys know I'm a nurse, but it starts with assessments. You cannot affix what you don't know the problem to be. How do I do that? Now I didn't fix something that was already working. The problem still exists because I didn't assess what was going on. So I want to challenge you guys. I want to challenge you guys to assess what you desire in this season. We're going into the spring. I know you guys in the north probably don't feel it because I talked to my people in Chicago today. They say it's a little cold and rainy. But the spring is almost here. Summertime is almost here. You know, what is it that you guys are looking to invest in or glow up? What area of your life are you looking to glow up in? Because that's the area that you have to focus on. Like, you have to give your all to it. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. All right. And okay, Ren says she's transitioning into UX design, going to grad school in the fall. Woo woo! I like that. Is that uh somebody? Gibbs is going back to school, owning my own business. That's what I'm talking about. And let me tell you something. Who said that? Cheryl. Cheryl, if you still on here, let me tell you something. Business is something that you have to literally eat, sleep, and poop. Like, you have to be in it to mess up, get back up again, mess up, get back up again. It is very humbling, but it's very possible. Over on Instagram today, I posted that I started a business in 2013. It probably was even 2012. But I started a business. I was making handmade children's jewelry, and I was a nurse at the time. I think I was like 2 years in or whatever. And on my off weekends, my alternative work weekends, I would package everything up, put it in this really nice little silver case, and I'd be out there trying to sell my jewelry. And I wasn't making no money, but I loved the way it made me feel. And that business, it really wasn't even a real business. I never incorporated, I didn't spend any money or anything. But later on, I did. I ended up trying to do another style of jewelry where it was more manufactured and I didn't have to make it. I put it, I told you guys this last week. I had a partner, LLC, and all of this good stuff. And it still didn't work out for me. But then it brought me to YouTube, because what I realized about business in this climate that we live in, you have to have an audience. So sure, I will say to you, if you are looking to get into any business, whatever it is, cultivate your audience wherever it might be, in any fashion. It could be through video, through blogging, through email, networking, whatever. Just make sure that you have that audience, because if you do it backwards, it's very time consuming. It takes a lot of money, and you most likely won't get the results that you expected if you don't already have somebody there that's demanding something from you. So that's my little tip, even if you didn't want it. I always want people to know, because like, I want people to go through what I went through. Okay, who else left a comment? Somebody else. Val Holmes said the same thing, launching my own business as an event stylist decorator. Okay, after getting a second degree. Okay. Okay, y'all got like that. That's what I'm talking about. Educate yourself. And I am a believer that you do not have to go to traditional university for some degrees. I was just reading that Google and Apple University, like, they're going to be snatching kids out of high school. They don't even, the universities cannot produce children to get into these positions fast enough. So the companies are just like, listen, just come on from school. You got a good GPA. You play basketball, you play sports. Okay, come on over here. You know what you're doing. We're gonna train you to do what we need you to do. So don't know if that's how that's gonna play out in the future, but that's word on the business in the business community, the finance community. Uh-oh, somebody said it sounds static. Do I have static in my audio, guys? Not good. Okay. Yvonne says she waiting on her acceptance letter from nursing school. I like that. I remember those days. Boy, talk about some sweaty palms. What? What? Uh, and then is it LaQuinn? I don't want to say your name wrong. I have a beauty channel and ministry channel. I'm a full-time entrepreneur investing in lighting and equipment. Okay, okay. So, if you're still on here, thank you for leaving the message. And if you are looking to invest in YouTube equipment, I'm going to tell you this. Pretty much anybody else that you're going to watch will tell you the same thing. Invest in your lighting and your audio. That's why I said, when y'all said I was staticky, I'm like, no, that's important. If you can't hear me, like you don't want to stay on this video. Lighting and your audio is so important, like hands down. So invest your money there first. Put the content together and go from there. And I want to tell you one more thing. The video that's on this channel that has like 1.4 million views was shot on my iPhone with a little small tripod. All I did was just keep moving it around, different angles. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to keep people engaged. Crystal says, I'm doing independent studies, self-teaching, homeschool of oh, I see. So homeschooling, self-taught of cosmetic chemistry and finance. Okay. And I'm planning on starting a skincare company as well. I like that. I like that. I like y'all some goal oriented people. I see why we connect. That's what's up. That is what's up. What was I going to say next? And I told you guys about the post that I put on Instagram, and I need to go on there and comment back. But I really did write that post kind of last minute, from the heart. And something, I guess, resonated with a lot of people that read it, because I did get a lot of people to comment it back. But at the end of the post, I said, change the details, not the dream. So a lot of you guys just shared with me the dreams that you have. And sometimes God will give us a dream and we don't get the instructions. It's kind of like IKEA's furniture. You know what I mean? Like they're going to give you everything you need, but those instructions be lacking. Okay? They be lacking. So you just have to keep investing in yourself, and every piece of information that you learn along the way is going to come in handy at some point in time. You're not going to know when. It's just going to come out of nowhere, and you're going to be like, you know what? Thank you, God. I figured it out. I remember learning this when I worked at T-Mobile. Yeah, I did work for T-Mobile, by the way. But a lot of stuff that you learn throughout your life, once you start focusing in on one particular area, you're going to be able to hybrid things, because you're going to be like, what if we do this like they do it here and then do it this way? And now you pioneering new ideas, right? And that's how I am when it comes to decorating. I'm able to put some things in my mind because I see things being done, at the hospital. I've seen things done in retail and retail wireless. I used to work at Foot Locker and Finish Line when I was in high school. Shout out to all my people in the stripes. Okay. And we had a lot of systems that I use today. So just pay attention to like all the experience that you have, because your story is your story. And what makes you unique is that you've been in different industries, right? So you'll have a different perspective than the next person. So don't change the dream, change the details. Let's see what else you guys say. Okay, so I really appreciate you guys stopping by and chatting with me too. I just really want to put that out there because y'all don't have to, you don't have to jump on my lives. I appreciate that. JJ is in here. Hey JJ, what it do? Who else over here on Instagram? I feel like y'all just need to just come on over to YouTube. All these people that's on Instagram, can y'all do that for me? And only reason I say that is because I feel like I'm splitting myself in this screen. So I'm gonna close this YouTube chat or this YouTube live, and I'm gonna save it. And anybody that's watching it on a playback, just come to YouTube. Okay. See y'all on YouTube. Love y'all. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. This is real. Shared IGTV. Okay, sorry. This is, But anyway, back to what we saying. Now I can focus on you guys, okay? Because my ride or dies. Oh, and did I show y'all my cup? This is my cup right here. Can you see it? It says never give up ever. And I bought this cup back in 2015 before I even started my channel. And I was like, this is my cup. I'm be rocking this cup when I make it, when I blow up, I'm gonna be rocking this cup. So just want to share my cup with y'all because I feel like I'm doing something right. Um, Back to what I was saying, another tip I want to give you guys, anybody that's looking to do any entrepreneurial type of adventures, people will invest in you when they see that you can do what you say you can do. And what I mean by that is, if I'm selling something weight loss, but I haven't shown you how I lost any weight, are you gonna buy from me? Probably not. And recently, the last video that I did where I said how I became a self-taught interior designer, which I put that interior designer for SEO purposes, but who cares? But I did have a comment, and the comment was like, wouldn't you be an interior decorator and not a interior designer? And my response to that person is, I'm whatever the person paying me says I am. You know what I mean? Because you have people that has gone to school and probably haven't decorated and been paid as much as I've been paid. So don't get caught up in the titles. We live in a society where you can literally make your own title, right? If you become great at something, you can make up a new name for it. It's not that serious. Unless you into like healthcare and stuff like that, it's not that serious. Oh, Siri. Sorry, Siri just jumped in my ear. Emma says you're doing great. Thank you, Emma. What else? What else y'all want to know? Because I really just jumped on here because I recognize that I'm lacking on my comments, like my response on my comments. But again, that's because I'm working double time trying to put together something that I have been dreaming of for like 2 to 3 years. So, yeah. Who else? I don't see no more questions. So if I had to sum up this video, guys, I would say be intentional on how you invest in yourself. Do the assessment first. Figure it out. Figure out what it is that you want for your life, what you want your, your legacy to be, honestly, because that's pretty important. At least I think it is. Um, and how you want to feel and how you want to make other people feel. Like all of those things, it's a lot to think about, but it shapes the person that you become as an adult, I think. Because you're you're an adult now, you don't have to listen to anybody. You are in charge of you. And nobody is going to wake up and say, and I always say this, my friends say this all the time. Nobody wakes up and says, "How can I make Dwayna's life better? What can I do to make Dwayna better?" No, that's your job. That's my job. Like nobody else is going to do that. And when she said that, I was like, you are absolutely correct. Even if the person loves you, we naturally kind of think about ourselves. Um, there's a meme going around, and I posted it on my stories saying, "Don't worry about what other people thinking about you. Don't worry about what other people are thinking about you, because they're too busy thinking about what other people are thinking about them." And that is so true. That's so true, man. You just have to invest in yourself, and you have to know what you want to invest in yourself, like what areas of your life. Val Holmes says, "Thank you for sharing the IG post. She loved it." Aww. She said she used to work at KFL as well, amongst other jobs. Nice. Uh, this chat thing is kind of, one is grayed out. Let's see, show. Okay. Okay, so what was the next one? I like that you guys are talking to each other in the chat also. It should be a community thing. I shouldn't have to be the only person that's chatting and stuff. Lindsay says, "You're so inspiring. Also, where did you get your headband?" This was actually one of the products that I used to sell when I had my the Culture Chic, when I had my jewelry online store. And I used to love like little dainty stuff like this. I think I showed you guys some stuff. I had some rings. Ugh. I had a lot of stuff. Some of it I still have. I actually need to sell some of this stuff. So that might be another live that I do. But I had a lot of cute stuff. Whoa. Can you see this? Let me see. The plastic is too much. Like I went all out for this business, and it did not do me right at all. Had like the little cute writing here. This style of ring was one of my faves. And I didn't give up on this little thing. I had ear jackets. I had some cute stuff. So yeah, I used to sell this along with a lot of other stuff. But I'm gonna drop that in the Instagram post soon, guys. And I'm gonna link to the page so you guys can see like how much thought and effort went into that business. So yeah. Few more questions and then I'm gonna wrap it up. But for the people who watch this later, please do share with me what you are trying to invest in this season. Like what do you want to make better in as far as your overall self? Like what's your goals for self improvement and not self help, but yeah, self-improvement. Okay, it looks like everybody's got their questions out. Again, thank you so much for dropping in. I do have 2 videos that are going to be going up soon this week. Actually, 3. The biggest one, you guys, I know you guys are going to want how to hang your TV and without a drill and hide your wires. That video is hopefully going to drop on Friday. So make sure you show us some love now, because y'all been asking me in those comments, and some people even asked me over on Instagram. So I got the video made, and it's going to be up by this weekend. Okay, perfectly. All right, guys. So you enjoy your Monday night. Never stop chasing your dreams. It's always going to work out. It's never going to be the way that you think it is. But if you stop, you won't make it. But if you keep going, it may take a few years, but you'll get there. And remember to enjoy the process, because once you get there, it's all just a memory. So just enjoy the process. All right, guys. Love you guys. Good night. Don't forget, be you, be beautiful, and be chic on a budget. Okay? Later, guys.